on Tuesday, you know, they go back to school. So if you reach out, I go queue what time I reach out, I go carry and left early and pick you up back. I say, yes, mommy. You sure me say yes. So I left government work, I'm going to pick you up at evening time. I will drop him. So when I'm late in the time I reach, you reach. Sometimes I drop him at school, yeah. Sometimes I do. But by the time you reach, I work on traffic, you hold me out there, so I reach late, and then long I want next crosses again. Turn and face, see shirt here from Monday, shirt me out. Hurt. Sometimes I blame myself, so probably leave me next time I'm carrying. Probably my friends them and carry me today here. What are they? If I mean carry my chicken and park morning time and 7 o'clock and drive off. See when I could carry my big son and morning time. I'm carrying me.
Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. The voice note that you just heard is from a mother that is grieving. This is a mother of 2 boys. She lost one of her boys in an incident that took place in a Salt Spring, that is in Montego Bay, where 3 persons, 2 youths, 1 7, 1 9 from the same school, was taken out along with the intended target. They were in a cab taxi when a man with all sorts of rifle sprayed up the vehicle. After the smoke cleared, only the taxi driver was alive. All persons that lost their life got all sorts of corn up in the head, in the upper torso. Pretty much they were DEAD on the spots. So that day in question in which this youth lost his life, that was a Tuesday. The mother promised her son, listen, I am going to pick you up and I am going to drop you off to school. It does not matter if I am late, I will make the sacrifice. She said that she tried to drop off the son as regular as possible. She has 2 sons, an older son, he is still alive. The younger son, he is no longer with her. However, people, you and I know the traffic in Jamaica. It does not matter where you live, it is a hassle. So apparently, this lady made some sorts of arrangement with a taximan, thought that that taximan could have taken just regular instruction. However, he did not, and that is what caused this youth to lose his life. So the mother says that she is haunted by everything. Pictures in the house, the clothes that he was wearing. She was haunted by faces in her pictures, just haunted in every sense of the word. And people, you can just imagine you as a mother or father or a guardian losing someone that is special to you in such a tragic way. So sadly, this lady lost a son, a young boy, in a very brutal way. And then she's now second guessing her decision, the choices that she made, the promises that she made to her son that, listen, it no matter what time of the day it is, if me have to come for you late, if me have to drop you off late, just wait and best believe that I am going to be here. So this mother is making it very clear how emotionally traumatized she is since this incident. It is as if her son has died or is dying a second, DEATH. Everything that she do, it reminds her of him. Everywhere that she turns, whether it is pictures, whether it is thoughts or memories of the past, just reminiscing, it seems as if she cannot get him out of her head. And she's second guessing her decision. If that day or when that day in question, had she just listened to her mind, listened to her instincts, because it's as if she knew something was going to go wrong. She told the taximan, pick up my son and the next boy. Don't pick up that person who was the target, because she knew that he was a problem person. She knew that he was a violence producer. She had an instinct, inclination in her head, in her mind that, listen, don't put that boy in the vehicle with my son or with the other two youths. The taximan did not listen. That cab was sprayed up with the two youths and also the intended target that stopped by the taximan's daughter's boyfriend house to pick him up when she knew better. So it is as if she has lost her son and keeps losing her son by the haunted memories. And remember, this lady is an acting principal of a school, Betheltown Primary, I think. So you know that she's a strong disciplinarian. So therefore, her child was brought up in a proper home. Her child was a good student. However, her child died a very brutal death. Sad to say, but that is the case. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if the ancestors of Sam Sharp is haunting a suspect that they are saying is responsible for the takeaway of 3 people, a triple on October 10, 2023. It is said that a family was having a candlelight vigil for somebody that lost their life in a tragic way. At this candlelight vigil, which nobody had any sorts of permit to keep, it is said that some GUNMEN with all sorts of tool, all sorts of rifle, sprayed up the place. After the smoke cleared, at least 3 people left dead. Witnesses that were on the scene said the GUNMEN came for who they came for. They knew exactly who their intended targets were. They were family members of somebody that they were celebrating his afterlife. So therefore the people knew exactly what took place. They knew exactly who was responsible. Popo also had that information. This happened on the 10th of October 2023. Fast forward at least a month, exactly a month after, on the 10th of November 2023, it is said that acting on information, Specialized Popo link up some people. The people them tell them, say, listen, you know, say the suspect in that triple there, he is on a bike, block off the road. So therefore they blocked off the road, and when they blocked off the road, the Specialized Popo instructed the man to stop. Him never stop. Dilly-dally, cut from the scene. Specialized Popo made a link with quick response team and they responded accordingly. It is said that there was some sort of chase that ended in a Princess Street, not Princess Street downtown. I am speaking about Montego Bay. It is said that the Popo wheel and pop off, tell the man stop, freeze, don't run. Him wheel and pop off, blaze up some can after the Popo. The Popo responded with equal and opposite force, even more DEADLIER force. After the smoke cleared, the suspect was seen laying on the ground. Some sorts of tool right beside him. The tool was seized. He was turkey rushed to the hospital. People, you know exactly what is going to happen after you hear that cliche script. Man was told by Popo, put down the gun, get on your knees, get flat, put your hands on the ear. He did not listen, he disobeyed, and he ended up in the afterlife. That is exactly what happened. Based on what the Popo, the SSP, Mr. Samuels for the era had to say, this man, we had information, we had intelligence that he is the suspect or one of the suspects in those three people losing their life. So acting on intelligence, information, they really seeked him, chased him, caught him, took him from a place where people live to a place where people that once lived now lives. That is the afterlife. Take a listen, take a look to exactly what the SSP for the era has to say. His name is Mr. Samuels. And then I'll give my piece.
The St. James operational team responded to a request for assistance from our St. James QR quick response team. And upon approaching the location, they were attacked by one lone gunman. We can confirm that this man was injured and taken to hospital where he succumbed to his injuries, and one firearm was recovered. We are beseeching members of the St. James Division to just be careful whilst they operate in the space. Members of the public, we are encouraging you to pass on whatever information you have for the guns and gunmen within your space. We, as the St. James Police, we continue to push to ensure that you are safe and secure. And whilst we are on this state of public emergency, we will push as hard as we can to ensure that we rid the parish of all the guns and the gunmen. We believe that the suspect that was shot and injured and succumbed to his injuries, we believe that he is linked to a triple murder that occurred in the township approximately a month ago. And he fits the description based on what we are getting and picking up of the person who did that shooting in the Samsat Square area. So we are happy that we are able to rid the streets of one more illegal firearm.
So people, like you hear the SSP for the area say, they're on a quest, they're on a mission to rid the streets of menace to society and our GUNS. So gunmen and guns both have to go. If and when you challenge the po-po, they are going to respond with like force or even more DEADLY and straight up force. They are going to make sure that they are a force to be reckoned with. They are going to make sure that they erase you off planet Earth. So whenever you get instruction for stop or your heart will stop beating. It is as simple as that. If you live by the GUN, you will surely DIE by said or other GUNS at the hands of the po-po. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called long run short catch. I am speaking about a 41-year-old man. His name is Damon Oakley. He was extradited to the United States maybe in 2022. Based on information by the po-po, the feds, it is said that this man was a part of a conspiracy that run from 2010 to 2019. He had a very long run. However, he was extradited to Jamaica, from Jamaica to United States in about 2022. He was convicted of mail and wire fraud. Based on what the feds said, he would have people tell them that they won millions of dollars, all sorts of vehicle. However, the cliche stuff, they would have to pay the taxes, they would buy jewelry, they would send stuff to some sorts of freight forwarder in a Miami, and then that person would send the jewelry, the clothes, cologne, shoes, name brand, etc., etc. He was doing that for at least 9 years or so. However, it caught up to him, karma caught up to him, like me say, long run, short catch. He was sentenced, he was given 16 years by the feds. Now people, if you know anything about the feds, when them give them time, you know, talk about no parole or no probation, you have to do 85% of the time, especially if you was extradited from Jamaica. You have to do 85% of the time. That means if you get 20 years, you have to do at least 17 years or so, 85% of the time. This man did not take it to trial. This man took a plea bargain. So people, when you take a plea bargain in the feds, you can best believe that the time that you would have gotten to waste the federal time, waste the government money, you would have superseded that or double or triple it. So therefore, that 16 years plus 16 more years plus 16 more years, you talk about 48 to 50 years if you lose a trial, they have a 97, maybe a 99% conviction rate. So he did the proper thing, he did the right thing. When you see you get 16 years in the feds for white collar crime, you know, say, you must have swindled or defrauded a whole bunch of money. People, it is unusual for a Jamaican to be doing this for in excess of 9 to 10 years and get away with it. I am not going to say scot-free because eventually he got held. Eventually he got convicted. Eventually he is in prison doing his time. Thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.